So we're here talking about Supergirl 1984. It's going to be re-released for fans.
Yes.
And maybe we could just start off by, are there any specific memories or experiences that you can share with us from the initial filming?
I have one of my happiest memories is the training, the gaining the 20 pounds and the weightlifting and I've stayed that kind of just getting physically fit was wild, doing trampolining and learning how to fly. And that's a really happy memory. I have a memory with Peter O'Toole where he had me do Juliet, a monologue from Thou Knowest the Mask of Night is on My Face. And I was using my hands, and he said to me, pretend you're holding a dandelion between your two fingers so that just the poetry would come out. And it's a very happy memory.
Well, what do you think fans today, either whether they've seen the film before or not, what do you think they'll enjoy the most about revisiting it?
I think there's something about a movie made in the 1980s without a lot of CGI that kind of has this innocence with a plot that's a little bit wonky, to say the least. That's I'm not going to say that it's cheesy, because I don't think that it is, but it's this other thing which maybe is just something from the 1980s, where you see Faye Dunaway and Brenda Vaccaro, and that kind of understanding what filmmaking was like back then, superhero filmmaking.
Right.
It kind of holds that place a little bit.
Well, since you bring it up, the other question I wanted to ask you is, we obviously live in a world where superhero films have gone mainstream. It's like every couple of months we have
wild.
one. What is it like for you, having portrayed this character at such a different time in film history, and now seeing how mainstream it has become?
Right. I mean, I think Christopher Reeve's movies were mainstream, but Supergirl for sure was this underdog kind of in the margins, and I really feel like a sociologist and anthropologist it'd be interesting to get the data of what happened that the superheroes in 2018 or the last 5-6 years, why now was it so welcome and so celebrated, whereas back in 35 years ago it was really Chris and then really not much.
Yeah, that was pretty much it.
We had the Batman series,
but
that started later also. I don't know. What's your view? What do you think?
I think people were hungry for it even then, and maybe we just didn't have the push from the studios or certain individuals. But I think that those of us who are watching films like the ones that like the one that you were in, we cherish them so much, and we look at the world now kind of like, look at the treasures that we've gotten.
They are kind of fun. It's sort of like, I like looking at those old type movies.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and we're so excited to check it out.
Thank you. Thanks so much.